Hi there, Tina Williams again from Coaching the KLT Factor and Best Reflections Marketing. And I'm hanging out at the park here, hiding before I go back home. And I wanted to do a second video on the KLT Factor, that's Know, Like, Trust. And this is about like. And I want to tell you a little story about what happened about 6 months ago when it comes to what people like about and why they like you. I had spent about $2,000 to be in a training program for MLM. And it was a good program, don't get me wrong. It was a good program. Didn't really work for me, but, you know, it was a good program. And I had, waited about a month to get an appointment with the guy who was in charge of the program. And I was so excited about it. I had gotten my first landing page up, and I had put audio on it, and I was so excited for him to critique it for me. So I got on the phone with him, and he was tweaking this and tweaking that, and I said, oh, so what'd you think about the audio? And he's like, well, do you ever think of voiceovers? I almost about died. And I was like, really? I go, is that bad? And he's like, oh, no, it wasn't that bad. You know, he's like, sometimes, you know, voiceovers work well, and he's like, people like to hear certain tones, and they don't like other tones. And, you know, he gave me a website for somebody who does voiceovers. Now, I don't know if it was an affiliate link or not, but he did. And, you know, we tweaked my website, and I took the audio off because I was embarrassed. I was mortified after I got off the phone with him. So, you know, I've been having a tough time with doing what I needed to do for this company, and, you know, about a week later, I had a live training call with my direct mentor, the guy who signed me up and made his commission from me, and we were doing script reading. So he tells me to get my script out, and I just had a bad day. So I get my script out, and I'm like, hi, you know, is this Joe Schmo? And hi, this is Tina. I understand, you know, we're both fellow network marketers, blah, 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 blah. And I messed up, and I just, you know, it was really just not a good thing. So I asked him if I could start over. Took a deep breath, and I started over. And I was like, hi, is Joe there? This is Tina, and I understand we're both fellow network marketers, yada, yada. I went on and on and on. And he's like, whoa, stop. Where'd that come from? And I'm like, well, what do you mean, where'd that come from? I go, I read everything right, and I memorized it. And he's like, no, that perkiness. And I was like, well, what do you mean, that perkiness? And I said, you know, the first time I read it, I go, I've had a bad day, so I thought it was a little bland. He's like, no. He goes, people don't like perky. He goes, that's your problem. He goes, you're too perky. He goes, people don't, essentially, I don't remember his exact words, but people don't buy from perky. It's like, oh, okay. So, you know, I ended up just getting off the call, and between being told that I needed a voiceover and that I was too perky, it's kind of a dark, you know, I wasn't doing well with what I was doing for the program, and it was kind of a really dark time for me because I was like, you know, geez, maybe I'm just totally in the wrong business, this internet marketing and MLM training stuff and everything that I was doing and coaching. I seen the people I was working with were doing well, but I just didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. And I was like, you know what, maybe it's just me. You know, I should be getting a desk job somewhere because I'm just too perky and I'm in my own way. And, you know, it ended up, Carrie Wilkerson, I had met her through Twitter and through various different channels, had a live call, and I happened to get on it that night, and she had technical difficulties. I think it was a tough call for her. She couldn't get the person who was supposed to be the interview person that day, couldn't get on because of technical difficulties. So Carrie was kind of winging it on the call. You know, law of attraction, sometimes you just get what you need. She was talking about about this like factor, about how, you know what, not everybody's going to like her. She's got this Texas twang, and she just says what it is, and she's just out there, and this is who she is. And she kept saying one phrase. She's like, and if they don't like me, that's okay. If they don't like that I talk with my hands, and I do that too, so I know sometimes I feel like people are like, oh, put your hands down, and you know what, she just kept saying, that's okay. That's okay. And after I got off the phone, I was like, wow, you know what? My perkiness, and I don't need a voiceover because, you know what? I'm okay. The way I am either people are going to like me or not. They'll respect me as an expert, whether I have a Texas twang or a perkiness, or I talk with my hands. If they respect me as an expert and they like me, that's okay. This is who I am, transparency. And if my passion for wanting to help people and make them the best that they can be and create their best reflection and build their business on a foundation of know, like, and trust, if I can't be somebody that is transparent and who I am and share my passion for what it is, then I'm not teaching the right thing. And you know, that's what I want to be. So I just want to, first of all, thank Carrie. Carrie, you have no idea what an impact that made on my life. And, you know, because you just did. And sometimes, you know, the smallest things people do, even just giving somebody a smile that walks by you, you have no idea what you do, how it impacts people's lives until somebody tells you. So I'm telling you now, Carrie, you did an awesome job, and that changed the way I looked at things. Because I said, you know, for the most part, screw them. You know, I'm not doing a voiceover. I am who I am, and I'm passionate about what I do, and I want to teach people to build on know, like, and trust, and to be their best selves, and to succeed, whether I'm perky or not. And I hope that if my perkiness bothers you, then you know what? Tell me that what you need, and I'll find you somebody who is right for you, because that's actually something else Carrie said on that call. She's like, if people don't like my Texas twang, she goes, then I'll help them find somebody who's right for them, and that's what I'll do for you too, because there's somebody who can help you out there. Don't try to do it yourselves. Mentors are fundamental. I learned it the hard way, and I'll talk about that later in a later post or a video, how importance of having mentors, real mentors. But just look in the mirror and like yourself and be yourself, and the respect will come if you just like you. And whether people like you or not for who you are is okay. That's okay. Let them see somebody that they can respect. And if you need any help, touch base with me, email me, check my websites. You can watch for posts, check other videos, and just let me know how I can help you. And Carrie, thank you so much for letting me know it's okay to be perky. Have a good day. I'll catch you guys soon. I got to get home now. Thanks. Bye.